The first day at a gym is never just about fitness, it's about facing every insecurity you've been avoiding. For me, it was that mirror. The one right across the treadmills that reflected every ounce of self-doubt I carried. I had just moved to a new city, new job, new apartment, and apparently, new reasons to feel awkward. I joined the gym because my doctor told me to, but also because loneliness had started to feel heavier than any dumbbell. As I walked in, headphones on, pretending to be confident, I saw her, the trainer. Short, confident stride, ponytail swaying, clipboard in hand. Her name tag read Emily. She looked up, smiled, and said, "First day?" I nodded, clutching my water bottle like a security blanket. "Don't worry," she said, "we all start somewhere. Let's see what you've got." We started with simple exercises, but even simple felt complicated when she was watching. I could feel my form slipping as I tried to mimic what she showed. Then she came over, close enough that I could smell the faint citrus of her shampoo. She placed a hand lightly on my shoulder and said, "You're leaning too far forward." She adjusted my stance, her fingers brushing against my arm, and then softly whispered, "Don't look at me like that." I froze. I hadn't realized I was looking at her, not like that, anyway. I was just caught. In that moment of kindness. In that rare feeling of being seen, not judged. She smiled, stepped back, and said, "You're doing better than you think." Over the next few weeks, Emily became the highlight of my mornings. She wasn't just a trainer, she was a reminder that improvement wasn't always about muscles, sometimes it was about mindset. She'd push me to do one more rep, one more lap, one more chance to believe in myself. We talked, too. About life. About how she used to hate gyms because they made her feel inadequate until she realized she wanted to help others feel the opposite. And I told her about my move, my struggles fitting in, and how I felt invisible most days. She listened, really listened, the kind of listening that makes silence feel safe. One day, halfway through a workout, I noticed she looked off. Her usual spark dimmed. I asked if she was okay. She hesitated, then admitted, "My brother's in the hospital. I've been running on autopilot lately." I offered to drive her there, but she smiled weakly and said, "You've got your own battles. Don't worry about me." But I did worry. That evening, I brought flowers to the hospital and left them at the front desk with a note. For the one who teaches people how to stand tall, even when life weighs them down. The next morning at the gym, she found me by the weights. She didn't say anything at first, just hugged me. A long, quiet hug that said everything words couldn't. Her brother recovered slowly, and Emily started to smile again. And somewhere between sets and shared silences, something unspoken grew between us, not romance, not yet, but something even deeper, connection. The kind that changes people. A few months later, she stood beside me as I looked in that same mirror, the one I used to hate. She grinned, "See that guy? He's come a long way." I looked at my reflection, not just stronger, but lighter. Not because I lost weight, but because I'd finally dropped the heaviness I'd been carrying inside. And then she said, almost teasingly, "You can look at me like that now." We laughed. But the truth is, it wasn't how I looked at her that mattered. It was how she helped me look at myself differently. Because sometimes, the people who enter your life by adjusting your form end up realigning your entire perspective. Moral. It's never just about the gym. It's about showing up, for yourself, for others, and for the moments that shape who you become. And sometimes, all it takes is one person who believes in you, until you start believing in yourself.